Forget lat pull-downs. Forget seated rows. If machine exercises are still your go-to for back training, you're missing the one move that could completely transform how your upper body looks and how it performs. Inverted rows are the quiet powerhouse of strength training. They're not flashy, they're not trending, and yet they fire up nearly 90% more muscle fibers in the rhomboids and traps than machine-based pulling exercises. That's not a small upgrade. That's a total game changer for your back, posture, and pulling power. Here's what's wild. Most people have never even tried them. They skip this movement entirely and wonder why their shoulders still hurt, why their posture still sucks, and why their upper back stays flat no matter how many rows they do on that shiny cable machine. The truth? Inverted rows activate a unique muscle synergy that machines just can't replicate. We're talking about full-body integration, the kind of training that doesn't just build muscles, it builds resilience. It teaches your body to move like an athlete again. And it doesn't stop at aesthetics. Inverted rows reset your posture, restore your shoulder health, enhance grip strength, and train your core without a single crunch. This movement is pure efficiency. One bar, one exercise, and a total upper body upgrade. Stick around, because what's coming next will flip everything you thought you knew about back training. From the hidden science behind muscle activation to techniques that fix a decade of poor posture. This isn't just about one exercise. It's about unlocking strength that actually shows up in real life. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button. Because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. 1. The posture reset effect. There's a reason your shoulders slump forward, your neck feels tight, and your upper back stays locked in a permanent hunch. And it's not just about bad habits. Modern life literally pulls your posture out of alignment. Hours spent sitting, scrolling, or typing weaken the exact muscles that are supposed to hold you upright. But here's where inverted rows flip the script. This movement directly targets what exercise scientists call the postural restoration muscles, the rhomboids, mid-traps, and rear delts. These muscles are often neglected in typical gym routines, yet they're absolutely crucial for keeping your spine stacked and your head positioned where it belongs, not jutting forward like a turtle on a desk. Studies show that training these muscles with inverted rows can reduce forward head posture by over 30% in just 8 weeks. That's not just a visual upgrade. That's a biomechanical shift that makes you move, breathe, and live better. Proper alignment doesn't just make you look taller and more confident. It reduces strain on your neck, back, and shoulders with every step you take. And because inverted rows use your own body weight, they teach these postural muscles how to stabilize under load. Not just in a static stretch, but dynamically. You're building strength in the exact positions that life demands: standing, reaching, pulling, and holding. So if you've been waking up stiff, catching your reflection in a mirror and noticing that slouch, this isn't just an exercise, it's a reset button. One that pulls your body back to where it was always meant to be. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. 2. Scapular stability. The shoulder saver. Most people don't realize this, but over 80% of shoulder pain cases stem from one issue. The shoulder blades don't move right. They're either frozen, winging out, or just not syncing with the upper back muscles like they should. That's a huge problem. And it's exactly where inverted rows deliver one of their most underrated benefits. Inverted rows don't just work your back. They train your scapula to move correctly, in coordination with your arms and core. This is what coaches and therapists refer to as scapular stability. When your shoulder blades glide smoothly during movement, your entire upper body becomes more efficient, more powerful, and way less prone to injury. Think of it this way. Your shoulder blades are like the foundation of a crane. If the base is wobbly, the whole system suffers. You can't generate force, you can't pull properly, and eventually, something breaks down, usually in the form of nagging shoulder pain that won't go away. But inverted rows force your scapula to learn proper rhythm. With every rep, you're teaching your shoulder blades to retract and depress at the right time. That's critical not just for rows, but for every overhead press, push-up, pull-up, or even throwing a ball or picking up a kid. Over time, this movement builds what could be called shoulder bulletproofing. You're not just avoiding injuries, you're reinforcing a movement pattern that protects your joints and allows you to train harder without setbacks. It's not about doing more exercises. It's about doing the right ones with the right intent. So if shoulder discomfort has been silently holding you back, from pressing, pulling, or even sleeping right, it's time to fix the root cause. Because once your scapula starts working the way it should, everything else follows. And the next part? That's where everything changes. 3. Muscle activation. Why machines can't compete. There's a reason inverted rows create such dramatic changes in strength and appearance. They activate muscles in a way machines simply can't replicate. When you pull your body toward a bar, it's not just about moving weight. It's about coordinating multiple muscle groups at once under real tension, with no artificial support. Inverted rows light up your rhomboids, middle traps, rear delts, and lats, all firing together in harmony. And because you're not stabilized by a machine, your body has to control the movement itself. That's what exercise scientists call integrated muscle activation. It's the difference between using muscles versus truly training them. Compared to machine rows, inverted rows activate the middle trapezius up to 73% more, and the rhomboids nearly 90% more. That's not a minor difference. It's a complete shift in how your back gets trained. Machines isolate, but they also disconnect your brain from your body. Inverted rows demand awareness, control, and precision. Even more important, this kind of activation leads to better posture, stronger pulls, and a thicker, more defined back. You're not just going through motions, you're building real, usable muscle. The kind that shows up in your posture, in your movement, and in how you carry yourself. Most people chase numbers on machines thinking they're building strength, but all they're doing is sitting down, pulling handles, and hoping for results. Inverted rows flip that completely. You're using your own body as resistance, which means your body becomes the machine. And once you train like that, your muscles don't just grow, they wake up. 4. Real-world strength that shows up in life. Some exercises look impressive in the gym, but fail to carry over into real life. Inverted rows are the opposite. They don't just make you stronger for the sake of reps. They make you stronger in the ways that actually matter. Because you're pulling your body in space, inverted rows develop functional strength. That means power and control that translates directly to daily tasks. Lifting luggage into overhead compartments, pulling open heavy doors, or dragging a loaded suitcase upstairs. These aren't gym-specific movements. They're life-specific challenges. And here's the truth. Real strength is about more than just lifting heavy things. It's about being able to move your body efficiently, control your weight, and maintain posture under load. That's exactly what inverted rows train. You build pulling power, yes, but you also build the coordination, core tension, and shoulder control that make movement feel easier and smoother. Think about it. What's more useful? Another plate on the seated row machine, or the ability to carry groceries in one trip without feeling like your arms are ripping off. Inverted rows don't just build muscle. They give you back that sense of control over your body that modern life slowly erodes. over time, that adds up. You're less winded. You move better. Your body doesn't fight you every time you bend, reach, or twist. This is the kind of strength that keeps you independent, confident, and resilient. Whether you're chasing kids around the house or carrying your own gear on a hiking trip. It's not about chasing PRs in the gym anymore. It's about becoming someone who can handle life without flinching. But there's another area where inverted rows quietly dominate. 5. The grip strength advantage. Grip strength isn't just about lifting heavier. It's one of the most powerful indicators of your overall health. In fact, research shows that strong grip is more closely linked to cardiovascular health and longevity than blood pressure. And guess what? Inverted rows develop grip strength in the most functional way possible. When you're hanging from a bar and pulling your body weight, your hands, wrists, and forearms are under constant tension. But unlike machine handles that do half the stabilization for you, inverted rows force your grip to adapt and endure. This builds what's known as functional grip endurance, the kind of strength that lasts through a whole set, and more importantly, through real-world tasks. Studies show that people who regularly perform inverted rows have grip strength up to 45% higher than those who stick with machines. That's not just a gym stat. That's the ability to open stubborn jars, carry heavy bags, and stay injury-free during compound lifts like deadlifts or pull-ups. It also means more developed forearms, not just in size, but in utility. You're not just building muscles that look good. You're building forearms that support your lifts, protect your wrists, and make your entire upper body feel more powerful and connected. And let's not forget, stronger grip, stronger back. Your body knows how to protect itself. If your grip gives out, your nervous system cuts the power to the rest of the chain. So by training your grip through inverted rows, you unlock more output from your lats, traps, and rear delts. It's one of the simplest, most overlooked strength upgrades you can make, and it starts by hanging from a bar and taking control. But we're not done yet. There's a deeper layer to this kind of training. 6. Neuromuscular coordination and athleticism. Strength isn't just about how hard a muscle contracts. It's about how well your brain and body communicate. That's the power of neuromuscular coordination, and inverted rows are one of the most effective tools to develop it. Why? Because they force multiple muscle groups to work in harmony under real tension and control. Every time you pull your chest toward the bar, your lats, traps, rhomboids, rear delts, core, and even your glutes have to fire in sync. This teaches your nervous system how to orchestrate complex movements with precision and timing. It's not about isolating muscles, it's about integrating them, and that's what makes you move like an athlete. This kind of coordination transfers directly to performance, in the gym, in sports, and in everyday life. People who consistently train inverted rows often report easier progress in other lifts, like pull-ups, deadlifts, and rows. Why? Because their body has learned how to activate the right muscles at the right time. And if you're over 50, this becomes even more valuable. Maintaining neuromuscular efficiency as you age is critical for injury prevention, reaction time, and quality of movement. Whether it's weekend tennis, hiking trips, or just keeping up with energetic grandkids, the ability to move fluidly makes all the difference. Inverted rows train your body as a system, not a collection of parts. That's what separates gym strong from real strong, the kind of strength that helps you twist, pull, sprint, and play without second-guessing your joints or balance. You're not just training muscles, you're training movement. And that's the foundation of athleticism, at any age. But even movement needs a solid foundation. And that's where your core comes in. 7. Core stability without crunches. Most people think of core training as endless crunches, sit-ups, or maybe a few planks tossed in at the end of a workout. But the real job of your core isn't to flex your spine, it's to stabilize your entire body while you move. And inverted rows do that better than almost any traditional core exercise. Every rep forces your abs, obliques, and deep core muscles to stay engaged in a straight-line position. Think of it like doing a plank, but while pulling your entire body toward a bar. It's a dynamic, full-body challenge where the core has to lock everything in place as the rest of your muscles generate force. This is what's known as isometric core training, and it's incredibly effective because it trains your core the way it actually works in real life. No crunching, no twisting, just pure stability under tension. And studies have shown that people who perform inverted rows regularly develop 35% more core endurance than those who rely on isolated AB exercises. That kind of endurance shows up everywhere. You stand taller. You bend and twist with more control. You protect your spine without even thinking about it. This isn't about chasing a six-pack. It's about building a bulletproof midsection that holds up under load and under stress. And the benefits don't stop at strength. Inverted rows have also been shown to reduce lower back pain by more than 50%, especially in people with chronic issues. When your core knows how to do its job, your spine stops absorbing forces it was never meant to handle. So if you're tired of waking up stiff or feeling that pinch every time you stand up from a chair, don't just stretch, stabilize. Inverted rows train your core to hold the line. And when your core holds, everything else falls into place. Now let's talk technique, because without proper form, all these benefits stay locked behind poor execution. 8. Perfect technique that unlocks results. No matter how powerful an exercise is, sloppy form will always water down the results. And with inverted rows, technique is everything. Done right, this movement becomes a full-body transformer. Done wrong, it turns into just another pull. Start with the setup. Use a barbell on a squat rack, a Smith machine, or suspension straps. The lower the bar, the harder the move. But don't go too low if you're just starting out. Your body should form a straight line from head to heels, as if you're holding a plank mid-air. Grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width, and choose your grip wisely. An overhand grip hits the rear delts and upper back harder, while an underhand grip brings in more biceps. Either works. What matters is control. Now the key: full body tension. Tighten your core. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your spine neutral. This isn't just about pulling with your arms. It's a full-body movement where everything needs to stay solid and engaged. Pull your chest toward the bar by driving your elbows back and down, not flaring them out. Focus on initiating the movement from your back, especially the rhomboids and middle traps. At the top, your chest should nearly touch the bar. Pause there. Squeeze hard. That's where the muscle building happens. Lower yourself slowly and under control. Don't let gravity take over. Own the eccentric. That's where real strength gets built. Breathe with intention. Exhale on the pull, inhale on the way down. Your breathing controls your core, and your core controls the movement. If you're new, bend your knees or raise the bar to make it more manageable. As you get stronger, lower the bar or elevate your feet to increase difficulty. But never trade form for progress. Clean reps always beat more reps. With technique locked in, it's time to turn up the challenge. And that's where variations come in. Because progress doesn't stop with one version. It evolves. 9. Game-changing variations for next-level gains. Once the basics are locked in, it's time to level up. Inverted rows aren't just one move. They're a category of variations that let you progress endlessly, each one targeting your back and pulling strength from a slightly different angle. Start with the feet-elevated inverted row. Place your feet on a bench or box while keeping your body straight. This simple change shifts more of your weight into the pull, dramatically increasing the challenge. More tension, more activation, especially in your upper back and posterior delts. When you're ready for serious core and strength work, try single-arm inverted rows. You'll hold the position with one arm while stabilizing your entire body. The asymmetry forces your obliques and stabilizers to kick in hard, and it also exposes any strength imbalances between sides. This is one of the most advanced bodyweight pulls, and it delivers. Need more width? Use a wide grip. This emphasizes the outer lats and rear delts, helping build that V-shaped back. Want more biceps? Go for the underhand grip, which also gives you a deeper range of motion at the bottom. Every slight adjustment changes the demand, and that's how you keep growing. Add in pause reps by holding at the top for 2 to 3 seconds. This increases time under tension, forcing your muscles to stay active longer and improving control at the hardest point of the rep. You'll build more strength with fewer reps, if you do them right. The best part? Inverted rows require almost no equipment. Whether it's a bar, rings, straps, or even a sturdy table at home, this is one of the most versatile exercises out there. It works in gyms, garages, parks, or hotel rooms. No machines, no excuses, just you, your body, and a bar. Every rep is an opportunity to refine your technique, grow stronger, and stay in control. Inverted rows are more than just a back exercise. They're a full-body recalibration tool. They fix posture, they build grip, they restore coordination, they unlock strength that feels real, not just on gym machines, but in daily life. This isn't about chasing the next flashy movement. It's about committing to a simple, brutally effective exercise that delivers over and over again. Because sometimes what transforms your body isn't what's trending, it's what actually works. And if that sounds like what you've been missing, maybe it's time to stop skipping this movement and start mastering it. What's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? If this video gave you at least one aha moment, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building this together. If this helped you rethink your training, don't forget to leave a comment and activate notifications. It's quick and helps this content reach more people who need it.